So when I was about 17, 18 years old, I worked for Walgreens. I was a cashier. And I had a store manager there, and his name was Richard Anderson. Richard Anderson, Mr. Anderson, as I called him at that time, was and still is one of the largest influences on my life and how I think today. He required me to wear a shirt and tie to work when all the other cashiers did not wear shirts and ties to work. He would take me out of my position of being a cashier and through the other management team delegated tasks for me to do. Work in the stockroom, do merchandising. He gave me more and more responsibility. When I had lunch, I wouldn't have lunch with the other cashiers or anything like that. I would have lunch with Mr. Anderson and the management team. And I remember one day, we were in the stockroom having lunch. The door was open. It was a nice day. And he told me this story. He said, Josh, I don't know, maybe it was 20 years ago at that time. He said, I had an idea. And I thought it was going to be a multi-million-dollar idea. So I had some money set aside. I had a scientist patent the formula for it. I was ready to market. And I was going to pursue this great idea. And at the very last minute, I had a conversation with my wife. And she talked me out of it. It was a large investment. It was scary at the time. There was huge risk. And I didn't create my product because my wife, whom I loved and who I respected, talked me out of it and thought that she was doing what was good for us and the family. The product that Mr. Anderson had thought to invent or create was women's shaving cream. There's not one store or company that you can go to that provides, body products that you can't find women's shaving cream, razors specifically designed for women, or soaps for women. And before all that existed, there was a man who had the means and the capability to create that. And he was hesitant to do it and stopped doing it and did not move forward on it because someone that he loved dearly and that he respected talked him out of it. That day I learned that though people love you and care about you and always in those situations think that they're doing what's best for you, it's not always the case. You have to, at some point in your life, start to follow what you believe. Start to go with your gut and go with your instincts and pursue your dreams. I always tell people that you cannot write your own story if you're busy writing somebody else's. You have to do you. You have to pursue what you want in life. And whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, it doesn't matter. Because just the simple act of following through is going to make you stronger. It's going to teach you lessons. And it's going to make you a better person. So that's a story that I hold dear, and even today it's hard to make moves when everybody else is saying that you're going the wrong way. But if you don't take those chances, you could be missing out on living the life of your dreams.